I think it has been hard not to notice that we have been talking about happiness in future tense for the last couple of months. We have actually been shouting happiness in future tense. We have sort of opened up a happiness research lab in Valcon because we have set a very bold aspiration to become the happiest company in the world.
We are trying to turn Valcon into a live happiness lab. And I think it's not only a study in happiness, it's also sort of a study in courage, because it is courageous and I think it is bold to make that statement and to try to create a lab, because we don't know what will happen in the lab. Basically what we're doing is that we are running a series of surveys among employees in Valcon. Try and analyze the data, see is there some button, something we can push, something we can change in order for some of these people to report higher levels of well-being, of happiness on some of these different dimensions.
We all know the term the digital natives. I have 3 of them at home. They are very difficult to understand and they sort of see the world in another way than I do. They are also called Generation Z. And it's a generation where status isn't the same as it was for us. It's a generation where connectivity and relations matters a lot more. I think it's also a generation where something like brands are not that important. And one thing is for sure, it is our future customers, it is our future co-workers, and in some years, it's our future leaders.
This is the first step, understanding the digital natives. They're social. How is that a problem? Well, it's a problem because this digital transformation that actually made them social and created this accessibility also created a lot of reactions, a chain of reactions that we are not actually really handling or in control of as we speak. Kind of scary, they are impossible to reach, they think everything is just accessible. We're gonna figure out how to reach them, or how we think that we can reach them as for now. You cannot push anything anymore, you need to actually pull it. You need to understand that people have a choice to look at whichever platform, whichever communication, which other brand or competitor. They need to be accessible. Digital natives needs to know that they have the choice.
Today, around 1/3 of everything we do is outside Scandinavia. We've had feet on the ground in approximately 40 countries, consultants of 11 different nationalities. We are the premium operations consulting firm in Europe. What would become possible if we in Scandinavia invested in building some of the happiest companies in the world? This is why we at Valcon has launched this term, happiness in future tense. I believe that we need to take a different path. A much more humanistic approach. An approach where we actually work hard on energize and empower our organizations to find that way. I believe that we must invest in the best possible setting for our human capital. And this is even more important when everybody screams for investment in technology. We will find out what it takes to actually become the happiest company in the world. Welcome all to Valcon. Thank you.